Alright guys, we are back for UFC 306 O'Malley vs Dvalishvili at the Sphere in Las Vegas. On this card there will be a total of 10 fights, and for all 10 fights we will go over the odds, the topology predictions and the YouTube predictions. And we start right now. The first fight of this card is between Raul Rosas Jr., the 19-year-old from Mexico, and Aoriqileng from China, with a fight in the bantamweight division. And Raul Rosas Jr. is a huge favorite with minus 907 in average odds, making him the biggest favorite in odds for this card. And his opponent, Aoriqileng Ari, is the biggest underdog with plus 569 in odds. In picks from the topology community, Raul Rosas Jr. is also a huge favorite. 94% of the picks are for him and 6% for his opponent. And most people predict that this fight will end via a submission. What about the YouTube predictors? Well, almost everyone picks him to win again. 50 out of 51 channels predict Raul Rosas Jr. to win, or 98%. And there was only one channel that picked Aoriqileng Ari, and that was Henry Cejudo. And 4 out of 4 of the best predictors also predict Raul Rosas Jr. to win. The best predictors have a 5% or higher return of investment over the past 3 months. Light green names have a 5 to 10% ROI and dark green have 10% or more. For more details on the top predictors by picks and profitability, check out my previous video linked in the description or at the end of this video. The next fight is between Edgar Chairez from Mexico and Joshua Fan from Myanmar in the flyweight division. Edgar Chairez, the Mexican fighter, is the underdog with plus 188 in odds, and Joshua Fan is the favorite with minus 240 in odds. Joshua is also the favorite in picks from the topology community. 80% predict him to win versus 20% for Edgar. And most predict this fight will go to a decision. And in picks from the YouTube predictors, it looks kind of the same. 39 out of 52 channels predict Joshua Fan to win, or 75%. And 13 channels out of those 52 predict Edgar to win, for 25%. And from the best predictors, 2 out of 5 are for Edgar and 3 out of 5 are for Joshua. The third fight of the night is in the women's strawweight division between Yazmin Jauregui from Mexico and Ketlen Souza from Brazil. And Yazmin is a very big favorite in odds with minus 514, the second biggest favorite of this card. Her opponent Ketlen has plus 367 and is a pretty big underdog. And also in picks from the topology community, Jauregui is a huge favorite with 94% of the picks for her and only 6% are for Souza. Almost everyone predicts this fight will go to the decision. All 52 prediction channels on YouTube predict that Yazmin wins this fight, and 0 for Ketlen. It looks like a very difficult fight for Ketlen to win in terms of odds and in picks. The next fight is in the lightweight division between Manuel Torres from Mexico and Ignacio Bahamondes from Chile. And in this fight the odds are pretty close. Manuel Torres is the favorite with minus 123 in average odds, and Ignacio Bahamondes is the underdog with 101. But in picks from the topology community it's not this close. 71% predict Manuel to win and 29% predict Ignacio to win. And most predict this fight will end via a decision or by KO TKO. But the prediction channels on YouTube disagree with the odds makers and the topology picks. 28 out of the 52 channels pick Ignacio to win, making him a small favorite with 54%. And 24 out of 52 predict Manuel Torres to win for 46%. And Ignacio is the biggest favorite in picks from the best predictors over the last 3 months. 4 out of 5 or 80% pick him to win and only 1 out of 5 pick Manuel Torres to win for 20%. If you enjoy the content and find it helpful and informative, then don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much. The last fight of the prelims is a bantamweight fight in the women's division between Irene Aldana from Mexico and Norma Dumont from Brazil. In average odds, this fight is basically a coin flip. Also in picks from the Tapology community, it is very close. 46% predict Aldana to win and 54% pick Dumont to win. The only thing they almost all agree on is this fight will go to a decision. What about the predictors on YouTube? Well, also there, it's also a coin flip. 26 out of 51 predict Irene Aldana to win for 51% and 25 out of 51 predict Norma Dumont to win for 49%. The only place where it's not a coin flip is with the best predictors over the last few months. 4 out of 5 predict Aldana to win and 1 out of 5 is picking Norma to win. Opening the main card this weekend is a fight in the flyweight division between Ronaldo Rodríguez from Mexico and Osbourne from the United States. Ronaldo Rodríguez is the favorite with -142 in average odds and Osbourne is the slight underdog with +117. But in picks from the Tapology community, Rodríguez is a huge favorite with 91% versus 9% for Osbourne. And 91% of the people that pick Rodríguez predict him to win via submission. And the YouTube prediction channels also favor Rodríguez. 40 out of 55 or 73% pick him to win. And only 15 out of 55 pick Osbourne to win for 27%. And 4 out of 5 of the best predictors have Ronaldo Rodríguez to win and 1 out of 5 Osbourne. The next fight is in the lightweight division between Daniel Zellhuber from Mexico and Esteban Ribovics from Argentina. And in average odds, Daniel is the favorite with -231 and Esteban is the underdog with +183. Daniel is also a pretty big favorite in picks from the Tapology community. 78% predict him to win versus 22 for Ribovics. Most people predict that this fight will go to a decision. Daniel Zellhuber is also the favorite in picks from the YouTube prediction channels. 44 out of 55 or 80% predict him to win versus 11 out of 55 for Esteban for 20%. And it's also exactly 80% for the best predictors for Daniel with 4 out of 5 and 1 out of 5 is for Esteban. If you are enjoying the content and want to support the channel, I've just launched a Patreon page. As a member, you'll get exclusive daily updates on the latest fight predictions and stats that didn't make it into my YouTube preview video, including daily updates on picks. Stay on top of the latest picks from UFC Prediction Channels and the top UFC predictors on YouTube. Keep up with how the average betting odds are shifting day by day. And daily updated stats from the Tapology community picks. Your support helps me to keep creating content, so check it out if you're interested. Next up, we have the rescheduled fight between Brian Ortega from the United States and Diego Lopes from Brazil in the featherweight division. And just like last time, Diego Lopes is the favorite with -187 in odds and Brian Ortega the underdog with +150 in average odds. 71% of the Tapology community predict Lopes to win this fight and 29% pick Ortega to win this fight. And from the 71% that pick Diego, most think he will win via KO or TKO. The prediction channels on YouTube also predict Diego Lopes to win this fight. 39 out of 59 or 66% pick Diego Lopes and 20 out of 59 or 34% pick Brian Ortega to win. But interestingly, 4 out of 6 of the best prediction channels pick Brian Ortega to win, or 67%, and 2 out of 6 pick Diego Lopes. We're still missing picks from 3 of the best prediction channels, but as it looks now, they mostly favor Brian Ortega. We will find out this Saturday if the best predictors that go against the grain, the odds and the general picks are right. And then, for the co-main event of the evening, for the Women's Flyweight Championship of the World, a fight between Alexa Grasso from Mexico and Valentina Shevchenko from Kyrgyzstan. Alexo Grasso is the slight favorite with -140 in average odds, and Valentino Shevchenko is the underdog with +114. Grasso is also the favorite in picks from the Tapology community. 69% predict that she will win and 31% predict Shevchenko to win. Most think this fight will go to a decision. And we see the same results in picks from the YouTube prediction channels. 39 out of 56 pick Alexo Grasso to win, or 70%. And 17 out of those 56 channels predict Valentino Shevchenko to win, for 30%. The only big difference is between the best predictors. All 5 of them pick Alexo Grasso to win. And then, for the main event of the evening, we have a fight for the Bantamweight Championship of the World between Sean O'Malley from the United States and Merab Dvalishvili from Georgia. And in odds, this fight is pretty close. Sean O'Malley is the favorite with -135 in average odds and Merab Dvalishvili as +110. 71% of the Tapology community pick Sean O'Malley to win. And most predict that he will win via KO or TKO. And 29% of the picks are for Merab. And in picks from the YouTube prediction channels, also 71% predict Sean O'Malley to win. 39 out of 55 pick him and 16 out of 55 pick Merab Dvalishvili to win for 29%. And 3 out of 5 of the best predictors also pick Sean O'Malley to win and 2 out of 5 pick Merab to win. So in odds and in picks everywhere, Sean O'Malley is the favorite. Hope you enjoyed this preview video of all the fight picks. If you found it helpful, please give it a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you want to support the channel, check out my new Patreon. Have an awesome weekend, enjoy the fights on Saturday, and thank you so much for watching. See you next Sunday for the results video.